more information about our Service Plus program, visit callthegeneral.com.
KMIR News is brought to you in part by Legal Docs by Me. Low-cost legal document preparation. No lawyers. Save money. This week on Friday Night Lights, the dungeon is officially open. Shadow Hills hosted Talk Eats for their home opener. Could the Knights walk away victorious? Plus, Cathedral City welcomed Heritage to the Lions' Den. Could the Lions get their first win of the season? Plus, Rancho Mirage took their perfect record to La Quinta. And in our featured game of the week, we head to 29 Palms. The Wildcats squared off under the bright lights. Let's go. Friday Night Lights starts right now.
Welcome to Friday Night Lights, your recap of all the local high school football action. Now this week, while only the third game for most of our teams, actually had playoff implications thanks to the new playoff structure. In fact, some of the coaches I spoke to had this week's non-league action circled before the season even began as must-win games for that very purpose. So let's head to one such game, the Saints and Wildcats in 29 Palms. Now while these teams are not in the same league, they are in the same playoff division. So even in week 3, this matchup warrants our featured game of the week, and that's how it was voted by Saint fans. And you can see why. There you see Scotty Gilliland reaching in for the score. Now the Saints ground game was chugging and chugging away, and it was an impressive win for the Saints as their offense certainly did a lot of damage. 34-27, the Wildcats could not keep up in the high desert. Now the Saints moved to 2-1 and will face Aquinas next week. Chandler Barbado, the big scorer for Xavier, finishing with 2 touchdowns. Congratulations to the Saints and all their fans that voted that the featured game of the week. Meanwhile, the Indians, they were also playing non-league and with playoff implications against Murrieta Mesa. The Indians, they're still struggling to find offensive chemistry. The final there, 48-7. Jeremy Dotson, though, scored the lone touchdown. This is the worst start for Palm Springs since 2007, and they face a tough high.
Thanks, Buells. The Knights student section was working hard to let them know they're out there. Quite an atmosphere at Shadow Hills for the Knights, coming in with a 1-1 record as they faced visiting Tahquitz Titans from Hemet, who also showed up with a 1-1 record. Let's go to the highlights. Beautiful night for football in Indio. Fans fired up. Knights quickly established dominance on the ground with Lee Hawkins busting off a big one here, churning up yards for the Knights, and then taking it in for the score. Who else but Lee Hawkins, who said, hey, I brought us this far. Tahquitz got back into it in the second half, marching down the field to make it a 6-point ball game. But the defense, well, they did what most defenses hope to do, announcing their presence with authority. Caleb Wellness with the interception here had not one but 2 of these picks. One of them followed by a return to the end zone for a score, shedding tacklers along the way. He took one in for a touchdown, as I mentioned. Here are the Knight cheerleaders with a nice moment as they show their support for Riley Rose, who urged the Knights on to a 41-21 victory over the Titans. With the dungeon in full force, Riley Rose, of course, suffering from a very tough type of cancer. Also, throughout the night, the students chanted, "We are Riley Strong," over and over again. They love to chant there at Shadow Hills High School. Coming in this Wednesday, there's going to be a fundraiser for Riley Rose and her family at the Southwest Church in Indian Wells. Shadow Hills is on the road next week to face Hemet. Julie?
Thank you so much, Fox. And at Cathedral City, the Lions have the best mascot in the Coachella Valley, in my humble opinion. But they're still waiting to get their whole team healthy. Don't tell them, though, that's an excuse. They faced Heritage earlier today, and they were ready to play.
Wheel and Jeopardy are making the switch to KMIR beginning Monday.
If you're thinking about new furniture for your home, come see some of the best deals in America during the Labor Day event at Mathis Brothers. Look at this double reclining sofa, an unbelievable $398. This complete 7-piece dining set, just $497. And this sleigh bed with storage is just $663. All about half the price other dealers are charging. We've spent the past 6 months finding the best furniture deals in America. Come see them this Labor Day at Mathis Brothers.
Proposition 52 on the November ballot does two good things.
It extends the current Medi-Cal hospital fee, which generates over $3 billion a year in federal matching funds.
They pay for healthcare services for children, seniors, and low-income families.
And Prop 52 prohibits the legislature from diverting this money for other purposes without
Without a vote of the people.
two good reasons to keep a good idea working.
Tested, tried, and true. Vote yes on 52.
Southern California Edison makes life simpler. We offer convenient ways to pay your bill, plus tools to help you manage usage. If it makes it easier to pay your bill and manage usage, we're on it.
Here's the best reason to create a living trust. Legal Docs by Me offers a complete living trust package, including a pour-over will and 2 powers of attorney.
Legal Docs by Me. No lawyers save money.
What? My trade's gotta be worth more than this.
Don't get hit hard with low trade offers. At Palm Springs Kia, bring us any trade. And when we make a deal, we'll pay off your trade no matter what you owe. New 2016 Kia Optima or the 2016 Kia Soul. JD Power highest rated compact multi-purpose vehicle in initial quality. Just $76 a month lease. Why drive one when you can drive two for $152? If you have a job and make $350 per week, Palm Springs Kia wants to approve you now. At PalmSpringsKia.com. Call 866-800-6554 for all the details.
KMIR News is brought to you by Palm Springs Kia. Make your car buying experience a success at PalmSpringsKia.com. Friday Night Lights on KMIR is brought to you by The General Air Conditioning and Plumbing. Call The General today.
And at Cathedral City, welcome back to Friday Night Lights. At Cathedral City, the Lion is my favorite mascot in town. And the Lions, they were ready to play Heritage. It's just that, well, this gentleman, Javier Luna, he was a little bit more ready. You see here the second play of the game, he takes the ball about 80 yards. That started the onslaught for Heritage. And while the Lions got some good things rolling behind Coach Rich Lee there, you see him rallying the troops. They had some nice plays offensively and defensively. It just wasn't enough. Heritage gets the win. And the Lions dropped to 0-3 on the season. Final score 45-13. They'll be at Tockwitz next week. All right, let's head to La Quinta. It was quite the game as the Rattlers were coming in and had dominated in their previous 2 games, boasting a 2-0 record. Meanwhile, the Blackhawks, who have one of the better student sections in town, they were excited to host their crosstown rival. They also, by the way, have very tasty fries at the concession stand. All right, let's get to some game action. It was an amazing game, and you saw that the Blackhawks were started off very strong offensively, but some mistakes early on. Here you're going to see the fumbled snap. They were on the 4-yard line ready to score. Rancho Mirage recovers, but the Rattlers couldn't keep the Blackhawks out of the end zone for long. Benji Cordova scampering down the sideline there. That put the Blackhawks up 7-0, but right on the next drive, it was the Rattlers that scored after that. And here you have Marquise Pryor running down the sidelines from a pass from David Talley. Final score, though, in La Quinta, it was a heck of a game. These 2 teams are playoff bound, I can guarantee that. The Blackhawks escaped 28-21. Now next week, they'll continue their tough preseason schedule and take on St. Bonaventure, while Rancho Mirage hosts Palm Desert at the Snake Pit. And it's a very special story we like to bring you here for Friday Night Lights. We like to tell the story of all of our local high schools. And sometimes we like to highlight players that stand out. Well, we found 2 such players at Desert Hot Springs that do just that in a very unique way. Here's their story.
Any spot coach needs me, I play it. Well, any line position on defense.
Meet the ladies of Desert Hot Springs High School's varsity football. What do you like about football?
That I could take my anger out and I won't get in trouble. Studying, yeah, you gotta know everything you're doing. Whatever coach tells you to do, you have to know, you have to remember.
This is the first year of varsity for both Rocha and Ramirez. Were you nervous at first?
Yeah, yeah, I was nervous. I was so scared. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna get hurt. But the first scrimmage we had, it was just wonderful.
But is enough being done to engage more girls in the game of football?
Kind of, I think a little bit, because a lot of girls aren't really used to seeing other girls on the field. Many girls come up to me and tell me, I want to play football, I want to play football, I want to play football. You inspired me to play football, and I'm like, just do it, you know? I hope there's more girls, because then it'll show other people that you can do anything. Go hard, you know, do your fullest. It's a beautiful thing to be known as a girl on the football team.
Both Rocha and Ramirez say being part of the team is the most rewarding part of the grueling workouts and the hot practices.
We practice every day as a team. We do sprints as a team, and we do everything as a team.
Head coach Will Littell says his policy of inclusion is also part of developing a program that's built to serve the Desert Hot Springs community.
I'll tell you right now, the football team is important here. When we're doing well, there's a lot of pride. Now I go all over town, and people see me in my D-Town football gear, and they're like, you guys are doing a great job out there. You know, it's a positive thing.
What a great story. It is a positive thing. And the Golden Eagles, they were in Banning tonight, and despite 2 touchdowns from Bailey Carter, they did lose 31-14. But they get to host Rim of the World next week for their home opener. All right, let's head out of town for other scores and highlights from our local teams. Desert Mirage lost to Holtville 51-0, but some other teams did have some success. And we'll go to El Centro, where the mighty Arabs were in town. And I'm going to sound like a broken record, because once again, it was their offense rolling, and once again, running back Romeo Martinez and quarterback Armando Diniz doing the damage. Martinez scored a touchdown, and Diniz threw for 3 himself, and the final score 28-10. The Arabs moved to 3-0. They are the only undefeated team in the Valley and face Indio next week for the Bell game. They are going to be very tough to beat. Diniz has yet to throw an interception this season. And a tough night for the Aztecs. Yucaipa at home, and they were ready. Their running game was bruising. The Aztecs made plenty of mistakes. They turned the ball over early on, could not get their offense rolling, and after a really incredible game last week, they lose to Yucaipa in Yucaipa 56-0, but they are at Ranch Mirage next week. And another trip back up to the high desert, this time the Rajas at Yucca Valley. Now, Indio won their home opener against Desert Mirage, but have been looking for offensive production ever since. And Yucca seemed to have it clicking from the word go, whereas the Rajas struggled from the beginning and they could not get into any kind of offensive groove. The final score up in Yucca, Indio, after the first one of the season has dropped its past 2, 45-6. The Rajas again head to Coachella for the Bell game just next week. And don't forget, we always love to connect with you. You can connect with us on social media. If you want to see the best sights and sounds from around the Valley every Friday night, just use the hashtag KMIR Sports, and we could use your posts in the show. All right, coming up on Friday Night Lights, brought to you by The General. You voted, and we heard you. It's our featured game of the week. Stay tuned.
For a fabulous, scrumptious breakfast, lunch, dinner, or anytime nosh, come to Manhattan in the Desert. We're now having our amazing summer dinner special. A complete dinner, your choice of roast turkey, brisket of beef, homemade meatloaf, fish and chips, corned beef and cabbage, and more. Includes super salad, just $11.99. Manhattan in the Desert in Palm Springs and Palm Desert. Try our $11.99 complete dinner special.
When the newsroom at KMIR required a total overhaul, Desert Business Interiors was the obvious choice. The station required quick installation of a comfortable and ergonomic workspace to improve production. If your environment needs a new image, or you just need a new chair, come visit Desert Business Interiors. Desert Business Interiors has relocated to a new, larger showroom in Palm Desert, a half block east of El Paseo on Highway 111.
We got married in June.
On Tuna Day. There's a Subway 350 sub of the day to help you remember life's important days. Every day a different 6-inch sub for just $3.50 every day of the week at Subway.
Her name is Terry.
She was born on Sweet
Onion Chicken Teriyaki Day.
Hi guys.
Got the birthday girl a drum set. Drum set? Oh, you guys must have Time Warner cable. This is gonna be some party.
Yeah, their free home Wi-Fi lets us connect all the devices at the same time. And there's no data cap, so...
Kids must love that, huh?
Hey, there's the birthday girl. Let's get this party started.
Get more with Time Warner Cable Internet, like unlimited data and speeds up to 50 megs.
Uploading.
Honey, I'm going viral.
Call 1-855-WANT-TWC. Get 15 megs for $39.99 a month. Call now.
Tonight, Fallon has the blacklist, James Spader. Plus, from This Is Us, Mandy Moore, Jack White with an acoustic performance and thank you notes. New Fallon, tonight. Seth welcomes Taran Killam and Bobby Moynihan, plus Michelle Obama. NBC Tonight.
Friday Night Lights on KMIR is brought to you by Yellow Mart, providing the Valley's largest selection of Western wear.
Welcome back, and thanks to all the Friday Night Light fans who voted for our featured game of the week. The Xavier Prep Saints have been on the road the last 3 weeks, so perhaps their fans are hoping we can give you an inside look on the black and gold. Well, they overwhelmingly voted the Saints road game to the High Desert as our game of the week, so let's head there. Now, the funny thing about the Saints is that they remain competitive despite the fact that they have about the fourth the student body of other schools. So to find out how they do that, I went to the coach and I went to the quarterback, found out that they use a special offense with versatile athletes. I caught up with head coach Bob Moylett and quarterback Michael Johnson to discuss exactly how they do that. What do you like about it? What do you like about running your offense?
Probably just the versatility overall. There's always a ton of options that we have. I have a ton of athletes just all over the board, running back, wide receivers, so just all the options.
The one thing we have is we have really good skilled kids. We don't have as many linemen as we'd like. So yeah, it's the one thing we do is we try to be able to get the ball to 5 different people all over the place and try to utilize that to be the best we can be.
So you guys need to use space almost as a lineman as well as in your strategy.
Exactly. We use space, we use speed to try to force you to widen out and to cover the whole field so that we actually, our smaller linemen can actually have an opportunity to be successful.
And they were successful tonight in the High Desert. Congratulations to the Saints fans. Now, only you can vote for our Friday night featured game of the week. Hopefully you'll do that online. Go to Facebook or KMIR.com, and I'll look forward to seeing you out there. Coming up, which athlete made the play of the night? Up next, we'll tell you our Friday Night Lights Player of the Week, brought to you by Mai Tai. Stay tuned.
Closed captioning, brought to you by Palm Springs Nissan, where you get service, selection, and savings all in one.
The biggest savings of the year are on at Toyota's Clearance Countdown. Get $2,000 cash back on a 2016 Prius or $3,000 back on all remaining 2016 Camrys. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
At America's Tire, we're not just about tires. We're about people. We take pride in getting you the right tire at the lowest price for your vehicle.
Right now, get a $70 Visa prepaid card on any set of 4 Michelin tires, plus $30 when you purchase with America's Tire Credit.
Correcting vision with absolute precision. Moloscus Eye Institute is the premier LASIK practice in the Coachella Valley. Our safe, careful, comfortable process will help you see your best. Utilizing custom 100% bladeless technology, most patients return to normal life the next day. Moloscus is affordable, 0 down, 0% financing up to 2 years. Trust your vision to Moloscus Eye Institute. You will see. Call 1-800-NEW-EYES today for your free LASIK evaluation. Visit us at deserteyes.com.
Fall in love with Storks. KMIR teams up with Warner Brothers Pictures for exclusive advanced screening of this animated adventure. Pick up your tickets at the Old Spaghetti Factory in Rancho Mirage on Friday the 16th from noon to 2 p.m. or until tickets are gone. Storks opens nationwide on September 23rd, but our screening is on Tuesday the 20th at 7:30 p.m. at Regal Rancho Mirage 16. I'm Manny the Movie Guy. Fly to the Old Spaghetti Factory in Rancho Mirage and pick up your Storks tickets.
The biggest savings of the year are on at Toyota's Clearance Countdown. Now get $2,000 cash back or 0 APR for 60 months on a new 2016 Sienna. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Player of the Week is brought to you by Mai Tai in La Quinta, home of the Spicy Noodle Challenge.
Friday Night Lights is proud to present our Player of the Week, brought to you by Mai Tai. You're going to want to see what Caleb Wilmus did from Shadow Hills High School. Now, this is a young man that over the past 3 weeks has recorded an interception leading the Knights defense, and of course he did so tonight in a big win over Tockwitz. So congratulations to Wilmus. The ball hawking skills are impressive, and the Knights need you, buddy. We'd like to congratulate him, and Mai Tai of La Quinta also would like to congratulate our Player of the Week, Caleb Wilmus, on your consistency. And again, those ball hawking skills, buddy. Congratulations. All right, that'll do it for us tonight. Another fun night in the Coachella Valley and beyond. Thank you for watching Friday Night Lights. On behalf of our entire crew, we'll see you next week.